Well, as promised, I'm back with parts. Well, old hose, new hose. And then we got some new hose clamps. Nice, shiny stainless. And a few extra hose clamps because these fuel line ones are massive. So, anyway, next step is we need to cut a new hose. As I mentioned before, this one's a little short. So, take the tape. I figure I can do an inch longer than what it is. Here it's about 3 5/8. So we're going to make this one 4 5/8. Yeah, where are we going to do this? Suppose we could do it right. Suppose we could do it right here. I'm going to set you down, kind of gentle like. Do that. So what did I say? 4 5/8. It's right here. It's between the T and the H. I don't have a hose cutter. Well, I have one at work, but I don't have one at home. Could use a box knife, but I don't like that. Not that I'm always, you know, with a box knife, I tend to get a little crooked. Not that the hacksaw, I'm going to nail it straight. But I think I've got a chance. So, here we go. Real close. There we are. One short hose. 1 inch longer. Get that hose clamp out of the way. I think we're going to slide that hose on. My hand's right up in your face, isn't it? Let's get you moved here. So I'm going to turn it so that is up. You know what? I'm going to turn it so I can read it if I ever need to again. There. Right down close to there. End of the pipe is right about here. We'll save these for another project. Let's see, we'll sit you down again. Hoist that hose up a little bit. I'm going to slide that down like that. This is out so I can reach it. Let's see. Now we need to pick you up like that. Get this chunk out of the way. So here's the top hose. It's got a nice curve to it, don't you think? Like that. Anyhow, this hose does not need to be this long. It can actually be a little shorter. I had plenty of meat on it. You can see I had 2 clamps here. I had one all the way up here, and I had this clamp was on the radiator. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Nice shiny spot right there. That was one clamp. Yeah, there you go. There's the other 2. Again, because that hose was too big for the pipe it was on. Thinking. Do I want to cut that? I mean, if I cut it, I'm going to end up with a chunk of hose I probably can't use. But You know what? I'm going to cut it right about there, which I'm going to cut it right there on the T. Doink. So you down. There's the T. Get that hose, the old hose, out of the way. Right there. So it's been actually a couple weeks since I've been out here to work on this. I mean, I've had time, but end up doing something else. Well, I've also had a birthday in the last couple weeks. Not in actual time, because these videos are coming out almost a month later than I recorded them so far. And in that time, I've learned something, or a couple of things. Let's start with item one. Well, item one wasn't a very straight cut, but that'll work. So one of the guys, a buddy of mine at work, who follows the channel, mentioned to me at work, it's like, hey, you guys, am I putting out any more videos? Did I stop? I was like, no, I haven't stopped. And when he asked me, it was like, anyway, he asked me at work, at the end of the day, some other guys were standing around, and what was it? I said, no, I just put a video out on Sunday. Oh, this was a Tuesday. So I said, yeah, I just put one out on Sunday. And the Sunday before that, and the Sunday before that, I haven't stopped putting videos out. And I asked why. It's like, well, I haven't gotten any notifications. It's like, no notifications? Did you check your notifications on the phone? Did it change? Did your phone update overnight? You know, one that you don't have to say okay and hit the button and let it do its thing. I said, no, I'll check. So he said he checked and it looked good. It was still he was still set up to get notifications. So, well, it's really strange. So what was next? I guess we, talked about it, went home, and I asked the wife, and the wife says, yeah, I haven't got any notifications. My daughter, none. When my family was over for my birthday and we had some cake, we were talking about it then too, and brother, sister-in-law, nobody's getting notifications. Like, well, it's strange. So I started looking, and I just looked on my phone today, which, let me bring it up. You know what, let me get you set up on something. Let me get you set up somewhere else, and we'll go over this quick before we put the tractor together. Okay, I went over to the side room where I have better service. So here we are on my page, and I can't do this for my page, so I'm going to go to subscriptions, which is down here at the bottom of the screen. Those are my subscriptions, the ones I subscribe to, which now I have to wait for my phone to load. There we go. Starting to. Yeah, I should have done this in the house where I had better service. Flies dropping dead all over the place. Look at that. He just fell in front of us. Okay. We're going to click on this one. This one I just watched a little bit ago. This is Losing the Farm. And then you're going to click on View Channel. There you go, Losing the Farm. And yeah, I just 128 subscribers, 14 videos. Alright, we'll stick to the subject. Making sure the notifications are on. So you hit the subscribe button. Even if you already subscribed, subscribe. Here's your notifications. You can get all, personalized, none, and you can even unsubscribe. I thought that black bell meant I had all my notifications on. But if you're over here, I don't know if you can see that little check mark right there. Oh, dang it. Bring that back. Subscribe button. Oh, we're looking over here at the check mark. There's a check mark, and it's over here by personalized. So I'm going to hit all. It's going to say you'll get all oops. Anyway, it said you'll get all notifications. So we'll go back and double check. Hit subscribe button. It says all, and my check mark is right there. So we're set. Hit the back button, you're done. Anyway, this is the show I watched here, Losing the Farm. It's about a local potato farmer. Here it says the story of the Cascade Farms owners, Diana and Jeff. And it talks about the problems that were going on with in Washington State. They're mandating overtime for farmers. The county is making you prove that you have water rights in the Nooksack River Basin area, which I'm in. Again, I'm not a farmer. I'm just, all these tractor stuff is hobby, manure spreading. Anything you see on here, especially tractor pulling, that's not farming. So the farmers are really getting hurt. And this is a story about them and how they are losing their farm. So I highly recommend. I mean, if you're into that, you love farms, or you had a farm, you grew up on a farm, you're around farms. I mean, my grandparents and uncles had a farm. Who else? Oh, my other uncle on my dad's side. He just sold the farm as of the first of the year, last I heard. And you go through those emotions if you've been around farms, on farms, all that, that all of a sudden the farm's like a ghost town. When I walk onto a farm where you should be able to hear animals and such, as you go there, in the back of my head, I can hear these cows walking around and making noises and clanging against the gates and bellowing. You hear equipment running to feed animals or scrape the barn, or you hear equipment out in the field working. In my head, I can hear families, the voices of families of years past, kids giggling and running around and upset because they have to do chores, or yelling at a calf because it got out, or adults yelling at cows because they got out. And for me, I can hear that. I mean, I lived part of that. I wasn't on the farm, but I was always at the farm. So hearing this story just brought all those memories back. And this is the farm where I bought the pulling tires in a previous video. And I made a comment on that video that when I went there to go get the items I purchased, it felt like I was a scavenger there to, clean the meat off the bones of, of a carcass. It just doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel right. But I guess it's kind of the way life goes. Too many unfortunate circumstances will lead to a disaster of some sort. People can only take so many hits until they've run out of time or money or both, and you just can't afford to do it, period. So there we go. Putting the hose clamps on. Got you busy focused on me, and you're not watching any of this because I'm busy babbling on. Anyway, 2 hose clamps. Got the second one up there. That one's on. Plenty of meat. There's the end of the pipe right there where my thumbnail is. So got that on. Okay, I think we're ready to set the radiator on. All right. Got the radiator. Oh boy, I forgot. It's kind of heavy. I'm trying to set this on. Bolts and all. Without pinching my fingers, I hope. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm not on the hose yet. Well, this could prove to be tricky. This could be why. This could be why they had a short hose down here. You got to drop the radiator in the holes and get that hose on. I'll show you. Come on over here. See that right there? I got two of those to go in the holes. And that's got to go in the hose, and I'm about down as far as I can go with that. Maybe if okay, I got another 1/4 inch. Let's see, I need both hands for this, guys. I don't know what. Maybe I can put you right here. There we go. I don't know how much of this you're going to get to see. So I'm going to lift that up a little bit. Crank that hose back. Well, good grief. No wonder why. I probably fought to get this on, forgot the nuts were on there, and said the heck with it. All right, this is gonna be fun, and I mean that with a lot of sarcasm. I almost wonder if I should take that hose off and put it on from the other direction. You know what I mean? Take that off. Put it on. Here, one-handed, while not losing the hose clamps. All right. Oh, look, it still has antifreeze in it. Jim Dandy. Yikes. Well, this isn't going to be fun, I tell you. I'm sure of it now. That's fine. So I cut it an inch longer, and now I can't hardly get it on. Got the hose slid up right up against the fan shroud, and now I need to crank that down. But again, you got those goofy bolts in there. How on earth did they ever do it? Well, I'm gonna have to do some thinking on this. I'll bring you back when I get some progress made.